There's a lot of debate right now about voting by mail. And the president cast more doubt on the process this morning on Fox and Friends, talking about his campaign's lawsuit. They are suing the state of Nevada over its plans to send absentee ballots to all active voters in the state. Let's take a look.
The votes don't have to be counted or tabulated until 7 days after November 3rd. So that means if we're waiting for one state, and it's a very great, important state, big state, if we're waiting for that state, you don't know what the answer is going to be till after maybe 7 days. But it's not going to be 7 days. It's going to be months or years. They will never be able to tabulate their votes because they're not set up for it.
But in Florida, the president is actually encouraging now voting by mail, tweeting, "In Florida, the election system is safe and secure. I encourage all to request a ballot and vote by mail." Meantime, in Michigan, there were concerns after some voters got their mail-in ballots just before yesterday's election or not at all. So we want to talk to you, the DBL Nation, right? We want to make it relatable. Do you trust voting by mail? If you can, write me in. I want to get to your comments. I do want to just say that the director of the MIT Election Data and Science Lab says that over 20 years, 250 million ballots have been cast by mail, 143 criminal convictions. That averages out to about 0.00006%. So I wanted to give us the actual facts and data for you. Are you nervous about mail-in voting, Lindsay, or do you think it's good for the coronavirus time?
No, I mean, when we voted for local elections, I did mail in, and I think it's keeping everybody safer. I was reading a lot into this because I was looking into a Washington Post article that noted, like, in 2016, there were 14.6 million people that voted by mail, and there were about estimated 372 cases out of that 14.6 million that were people who double voted or voted on behalf of a dead person. So if you think about those numbers, it's probably that 0.00% that you said. I think it's the safe way to go and move forward. I also am hesitant, though, because when I think about just snail mail and regularly sending things, there's some letters that have taken weeks for me to receive. So my dad sent me a regular piece of snail mail, and I got it probably 4 weeks after he sent it, which is something, I don't know what happened, but the same thing happened with my boyfriend Colin. So I just want to be cautious because we do know that the Postal Service is going through their own experiences with not giving people overtime.
Yeah, I was going to say the Postal Service is having its own issues here. Al, President Trump and part of a lot of people in his administration actually have already voted by mail many, many times. Do you feel safe doing that? 46 states have allowed it.
Yeah, this is, I just ask anybody that says they're not confident in doing it, I'd like to see your social media from 4 years ago when there was the election time. Because I'd never heard of this until now. No one's ever spoken about this until now. So why is this now an issue? And why is it only an issue in Nevada, a state that Trump could possibly lose, where Florida, he's practically a shoo-in to win, they're fine. So, because we know Florida nails everything. So I just don't understand why some states are okay and some states are not. I just think that this is an injustice. There are people that cannot vote. You know, there are people that are you know, homebound, but they should still be able to participate in this democratic process. And to make them feel less than, like their vote could somehow be corrupted, I think is a really non-patriotic thing to do.
Fair. Let us know what you guys think.